going back to where the beach is near, the beer is dear, there's plenty of women out the crack. Walking
here we are in the final second, the whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very tight and drives it clean out over the fence. Out in there, he's the corner.
In the bookie shop, I don't.
Hello, welcome to Sligo Way Sports Podcast. Adrian Partland here with, again, Ross and Ronan for yet another show. Season 3, Episode 7. How are we, lads?
All good, Edo.
Yep. We're going to have a slight change to our usual running order this week. I suppose we'll start with the news. I think that rocked, Sligo All Sport and just anyone outside of sport last Friday evening, the death of Red Oak Murphy. Young man who passed away last Friday, and I think the shockwaves are still going around, when news broke last Friday. There's hardly anything on the mind since, really don't know what to say. So I just wanted to send our deepest sympathies to the family and all in Curry GA Club. Red Oak was obviously a star, but he was there. To them, he was family. So to us, he was, I think in Gaelic words, the place we all thought we kind of knew him and had a part of him, but only met him once myself. But it was just, he was such a talented young man, and he was just in the limelight that we all thought he was a piece of ours. But so we can only imagine the heartbreak they're feeling at the minute. The name set him apart as a young age. It was a great Red Oak.
Yeah, it's obviously it's terrible. It's just it's so sad, really, what happened. It did. I think we actually mentioned on the show when we first talked about him. It is that the name actually just stood out from the start, But I just haven't seen a few videos and stuff, and over the last few days, he was obviously exceptionally talented on a football pitch, but just from the tributes you see from his friends and his club mates, and he just seemed like a really nice young fella. It's just really, really sad,
Yeah. Look, we won't say too much more about it. Rest in peace, Red Oak, and deepest sympathies to everyone out in Curry, and especially your family. RIP. Okay, we're going to go into GA first, so lads, on that, and back to the fields of action this weekend, actually, for most of the clubs around the county at senior adult level of football. Pens after bursting in my hand, as you can see there.
Line up, got the fingerprints done there, did you?
Yeah. But on the county scene, the Hurlers were in action. They were in the Alliance League Division 2B final up in Ederney, County Fermanagh. A fine ground up there too, by all accounts. They're playing Derry. Our young man in the field was there again, Ronan, was he? Freddie Turbine?
Yeah, Freddie made the trip up. So I suppose I'll read out what Freddie
sent us a brief report.
Report again, yeah.
Thank you, Freddie.
So Freddie was saying that the team went into the game full of confidence after a great win over Donegal. He must have made connections there already if he knows the inside scoop that they're full of confidence. The game started badly with Derry scoring a goal after 2 minutes. But the Sligo lads kept pace in the first half with Derry, and Magnificent running a goal from wing-back Niall Fearley brought Sligo to within a point at half-time. Derry did shoot a lot of wides in the first half, according to Freddie, and they started the second half as well with their full forward, Oran McKeever, causing Sligo a lot of trouble. Derry kept the scoreboard ticking over with Sligo trying their best to keep in touch. A Joe McHugh goal in the second half got Sligo right back into it, but Derry didn't seem fazed by this and got some fantastic scores from distance. Sligo were awarded a penalty late in the game, with Gerard O'Kelly then scoring a point from it. So Derry in the end won by 5 points, and they take the promotion place to Division 2A. But I suppose Sligo haven't come up the leagues in the last couple of years. It's a very young squad. They're in great hands there with Porrick Mannion, Donald Tully, and Fergal Flannery in charge. So they've no break from, no rest for the wicked.
Championship action's on this Saturday.
Action, Christy Ring this Saturday. So
they're going to this in the skies as well. They're in London, I think, aren't they? To play. Well, I know they are to play London in McGoffin Park and Rice up at 2:00.
At 2:00 on Friday, yeah. So that game's in Rice up on Saturday. So yeah, best wishes to the team, first Sligo team in championship action, I suppose.
No rest for the wicked. I'm going to say, I know they were defeated on Saturday, but they'll go in full of confidence, I think, for the Christy Ring campaign.
Yeah,
and they already played London. That was in Beacon, I think. was back. They did play them in the league, but it was a feisty battle, I believe. There was a few red cards thrown out for both sides.
Okay, yeah, I think Freddie missed that one, didn't he?
Turbine wasn't at that,
Yeah.
no, young Turbine, sorry. And I know I was at it myself. It was a good bit of scalping going on. So
Right, yeah. There'll be no love lost between them. So
See it.
May Sharp and the Hurleys going over to London next Saturday. So yeah, championship action is back for Sligo next Saturday. So it comes around quick with this new split. Well,
just new season. Yeah,
like-
it's coming around quick for everything, I suppose. isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's only 2 weeks out until Sligo are out.
Yeah, and there was just sticking with the hurling. There was a bit of disappointment around the county that the 20s didn't field against Derry in the Richie McElliott Cup. There, they were supposed to play Derry in the quarter-final on Saturday, but for one reason or another had to concede the game. So their campaign actually didn't start, and it's over. So disappointment there. I know with all the good work going on, it's a pity they couldn't play that fixture. So look, I might just run through a bit of the results that went on in the adult competitions that kicked off at the weekend. I know the South Division fixtures involving teams in the South Division were called off as a mark of respect for Red Oak, and also there was minute silence held at every ground around the county.
We'd have been a silence at our grounds as well.
Yeah, and it was like stand after a minute silence, but then once the whistle goes, we had the joy of playing a game or being involved in a game. Like it's very tough, but yeah, look, he's not going to be forgotten. I don't think too lightly. So I think they were all marked very well by the clubs around the county. So just start with there's the junior. So this is for club second teams. They're in the spring league as well. So they've split the divisions up into North East. They're in one division, and South West as well. What's the other directions? So I'll just run through a few results there. In the North East Junior Spring League Division, Round 1, Shamrock Gales 3-14, St Mary's 13 points. And also in the North East Division Junior Spring League Round 1. Jeannie Mac, my tongue is getting too big for my mouth. Ballymote Round Towers 1-6, Clara Strandhill 7-17.
There was a man in this podcast group might have made a return to the fields, did he?
We had a return to the
The
field.
boots are back on.
Did you score?
1-3. Now,
He was bragging also.
no, I wasn't bragging. I was fucking I was used. I was terrible. But I seen a picture of your man. Is it Fernick Puskas there? Google it there. Puskas. When he's about 50 playing. Google the photo. I might put it up later. That's what I felt like, and I'd say it looked like on the pitch.
You got the job done though.
No, well,
Rattled the onion bag, rattled, spliced.
Scored. The goal was from 2 yards out. I walked in, but yeah, it was good. It was very enjoyable and good to see old TJ Keaveney reffing again. I thought me and his days were over on the same pitch. Right, sorry, doing the results. So starting to the seniors. So they were all split up, of course, into north, south. Did you see the photo? No, north, south, east, west.
This one.
And no, there's a photo of him with a big, massive beer belly. I'll find it. Start with the West. These games were played on Saturday. So St Pat's 2-13, St Fernand's 2-8, Eastgate 1-12, Enniscrone last 4-14. So a good start for Pats there against Fernand's, who were that was a battle of the junior champions versus the intermediate champions last year. Actually, Pats by 5 points. EC 112 and it's grown 414. No, there's a better one in colour. This one. That's what I felt like on the pitch.
If you want to look up on Google, it's down as fat belly photos.
We used it as the photo for the pod, didn't we?
Yeah, that's the episode.
Distracted me. That was Saturday on the West Division. So moving to Sunday and the North Division. Round 1 of the Spring League. St Mary's 10 points, St Malage 2-12, College St Joseph's 1-5, Clara Strandhill 4-12, Drumcliff 2-17, St John's 1-7. So wins there for Malage, Clara and Drumcliff. I always call Malage Grange. I just have it. I just it's something. It's sorry. East Division, Ballymote Round Towers 2-6, Eastern Hearts 15 points, 3-point win there for Harps. Giva 2-5, Omar Gales 5 points. 6-point win for Giva, and St Michael's 1-9, Shamrock Gales 4-9. Like looking at the St Michael's Shamrock Gales game, it's interesting enough. Like it's a junior team, junior championship versus senior championship. So it's interesting. You know, this competition now could be a few lopsided matches maybe, but
yeah, I think I've been behind this competition from the start now.
We'll
But
see what goes.
even
Possibly a bit too long.
Sorry, who were more games playing?
They play Giva 2-5 to 5. They're both intermediate champ. Oh no, sorry, Omer Gaels are junior championship. Sorry, but they're both Division 2 leagues, so they'll probably play each other in leagues. So
Okay, right.
I was only thinking of it today. Like we played Calgary yesterday. I've played Mary's, Malash, Drumcliff, and Johns yet.
It's a lot of
in a
games.
warmer condition. Like it's 5 games, and then whoever the top 2 are, they'll have another game as well.
And then the league starts pretty much straight away, does it?
They're all going to overlap. So the first round of the league is the first weekend in May, and then it goes into another round of spring league, and then it's league again. I think the reason for that is so county players will be available for the first game of the league.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But then they will be going into either the Connacht final or Talton Cup, so they'll be tied up for a while. Yeah, the results are a bit haphazardly read out. We got distracted by a few things in the meantime.
Puskas, yeah.
Might just go to the fixtures in the adult games coming up at the weekend. Hopefully they're in order here for us. I've got them on the new sponsor iPads that...
It's very professional. Actually.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah, in the North Division Spring League, it's Clara versus Mary's. That's at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Johns are at home to St. Malash and Colry at home to Drumcliff. East Division, these are all Saturday now. Eastern Harps play Shamrock Gaels. Omer Gaels play St. Michael's. They're the senior ones. Then we go to on Saturday in the Junior Spring League, so it's the South West Division. Pats play Farnans and Curry will play Torlestrane. Going to Sunday, and this is back to the senior. In the West, Castleconner, their first outing of the year against Easky. Enniscrone play St. Pat's also in the West. And Clunacool, who have been blown over to the West, playing St. Farnans. They're playing in the West Division there. On Sunday, should be quite a good game in the senior. Curry versus Killarney Mundabrina. This is in the south. Bunnadan versus Torlestrane. And in the east of the senior, Ballymote play Giva. And then there's a few North-East Division junior games we played on Sunday afternoon. Eastern Hearts versus St. Mary's and Coolara versus Shamrock Gaels. I don't know what Puskas we playing that one now, to be honest. Briefly, a few more bits that were going on the pitch. I was in Beacon today. Beacon, Centre of Excellence. Summerhill College junior teams were in the A semi-final. I know they're playing Clare Galway. Clare Galway very highly rated. Summerhill, it ended 5-10 to 3-11 after extra time. I'm querying a few scores. I had 5-9 to 3-11, but defeat anyways for Summerhill after extra time. Probably just maybe left it behind them a bit in normal time, and then the first score this extra time was a goal for Clare Galway, and you're always chasing then a wee bit. So very good team though, backbone by a good few players who were still minor last year. Who won Connacht minor last year and are still minor this year. So I think it's under 17 and a half that competition.
It's junior now, is it?
Junior, yeah. Because seniors
that was
18 and a half. It's the one
we won, yeah.
Maybe it's exactly under 17.
I was a leaving cert when I was on that team. But I was a young leaving cert.
Yeah, you're only 60. Maybe the ages are still the same, because I was just thinking how the lads, like Ronan Island and O'Hare and a young Kelly Lynch, sorry, can't think of his first name, that's bad. Like they were all on the county minor panel last year, so, and they're on it again this year, won Connacht, but they probably could have won it in the end. It's a nice breeze up there, but that goal, I think, at the start of extra time just gave Clare Galway. It's a semi-final. Very good team, so there's definitely loads to work on there for the senior team for next year. Like a lot of them lads were playing senior and youth this year. So hard luck to Summerhill. I was up that there. I was working in Beacon. What else? Yeah, Mara Sheridan was involved.
I seen
he off the fucking pitch. Such a prance on him.
Is there no boxes and...
I know, Ross O'Carroll was in charge of Summerhill. I actually don't know who was with him because he were the far side, so there was 2 with Summerhill, but Clare Galway had men all over the pitch, dotted and on the pitch, and they were all over the place. I was kind of annoyed.
It's gone as far as schools football, is it?
Yeah, big time. Just wouldn't get off the pitch. Mentioned too, Jesus Mary Secondary School Enniscrone as well. They were in the Juvenile D quarterfinal today. They bet Charlestown 6-11 to 1-2 in Ballina. Always good to beat them. Your team. Good lads, Enniscrone. Finally, a few underage scores from the weekend. The minors were actually playing in the Ulster Minor League, round 5. They were beaten by Donegal 12 points to 1-4. That's about it on the GA scene of what happened on the pitch. Thanks to Freddie Turbine again for the in-depth bit on the hurling. Hopefully he's travelling over to... Is he travelling?
He's travelling, yeah, Freddie's travelling. I think, yeah, he got
so we should have a good wrap up with that. That's on Saturday. There's a lot of stuff.
Well, we paid for that seat, didn't we?
Did you pay? the flight buster 3-hour flight with Ryanair, was it? Quite a bit on with underage teams and that actually on Saturday in terms of county football. The under-16s are out for the first game of the year. David O'Neill's under-16s, they're in Longford to play Longford. The Celtic Challenge hurlers are in Mayo on Saturday as well, and and with the county under-15 development squad, we're going to Armagh for the Dermot Early Michael Glavies Cup round 1. Nice trip on a Saturday morning.
What time's that going at?
12. Surely you should regionalise these competitions for God's sake.
12 in Armagh. Jesus Christ.
But again, anyway, so there's lots going on with the underage. They're in full swing now, and the midweek, of course, all the clubs are back. So good to see it, and that's the GAA wrapped up. We're going to come back with
Nonsense.
Yeah, a bit of nonsense, I suppose, our usual nonsense. A bit of chat about our live show, a few questions in, and a very quick rapid fire Sligo or not Sligo.
Good stuff.
Okay, back lads. Our episode, of course, was 2 weeks obviously since we've been here. First of all, Ronan, you come in here in a foul mood today. You had something, I know I come in a few weeks ago with stuff that grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Let it out. What happened?
Well, I was walking home last night after a couple of pints. We went out after our last league game of the season for Cartron yesterday. Went home at the reasonable hour of 12:15-ish, thinking,
The witching hour.
Yeah, it's a grand time to go home. My walk from Tom Early's to my apartment in John Street, not one takeaway open. I had to resort to ringing.
Can I just say,
takeaways.
not to give your address out here, because you could have some like serial female serial killer fans who like,
Skulking in the shadows.
and I wouldn't doubt you do.
That hasn't come up yet, that issue. Anyway, this is my
Jar
rant.
of your tears.
How in a town of Sligo size, like, I do be sometimes thinking when I go out for pints, what I'm going to, when I have my first pint, what I'm going to have when I go home.
The food, the collection, and that's...
And it was like, how in a town in size of Sligo, 12:15 on a Sunday night, can there not
I don't
be
think there was surely some were open.
Name somewhere. We ended up
Breeder, surely, but
we
obviously it's
were
more
that
direct.
strung out. We ended up ringing places. Just it was a wet night. and
Junkies or something.
It was a wet night, so I didn't want to be walking
Do you a
anywhere.
couple of cheeseburgers and take it, that's it.
I didn't want to be walking anywhere out of the way. It was a horrible
Zamzams.
night. Zamzam. Rang Zamzam's closed.
Did you look at Roberto's?
Looked at Roberto's is like
The Happy Eater surely open.
rang the Happy Eater, no answer.
Now, I have serious issues with the 4 lights. I'm not going to bring up the closing at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another story completely.
But I think we're going to have to get on to our politician friends here.
Yeah. Well,
Like, it's an absolute.
Gino,
Like,
I'm architect.
we'll be
More
sitting
of a
down with
Gino
two
thing,
influential
maybe.
ones in a couple of weeks.
and now they're talking about keeping nightclubs open at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
You'd be over for the breakfast now. Then is the only thing I'd say.
what we're saying. Yes, the places, the rooftop would have had a boom.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
boom.
gone. Yeah.
But like I always maintain that if you set up a van outside back in the old days when there was 4 nightclubs, if you set up a van there in the ESB corner selling pizza slices, a $5 a pop, you'd make an absolute fortune. But anyway, that's my rant. Is that I still can't get over. So I'd go home and make a sandwich.
Be some crack now if this 6 a.m. if the 6 a.m. Rule does come in.
I don't think it's going to be a Sligo issue, though.
But you imagine all the people going for the fancy breakfast on a Sunday morning, and then the couple of gals, Lou and
Glass house at 6:30 on Sunday morning.
pale as a ghost eating an old trying to eat a sausage. Like.
It won't happen in Sligo, will it, though? There's not the drinking... culture's the wrong word. Not the clientele to stay till 6.
No, probably not. No, maybe it's about 10 years too late for here. Isn't
Certain nights,
it? Yeah,
you get it.
like.
I'm glad I'm past the time.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
past that.
never. 6 o'clock would have been great 10, 15
Jesus
years
Christ,
ago.
Imagine it. Fucking the messing was bad enough. Imagine being in toss for 7 hours.
What? Yeah, yeah. And
What would you get up to, like?
There's a club in Dublin that's open up. It's aiming at our sort of age bracket, I'd say. So they're opening up at 6 to close at 12. But giving you the nightclub experience.
Right. I'm not a big fan of nightclubs, anyways.
No,
I enjoyed the mess. And I was a smoking room. Yeah, back bar talk. I was also a smoking room man who never smoked. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
just
That
enjoyed
was
the
yeah. The one in Envy there was a great spot for a few chances to make up. I think it's where the dodgy ticker one was established one
A few
night.
good dicey stories out there
was going
too.
to say dicey. You'd miss just sitting there, and then you see a €20 note coming down from the
Coming
ceiling.
down from the thing. Yeah, did you hear that? No.
No.
Dykesy was barred from Envy, obviously, and most places in town. But he used to hop the back wall. I remember when they done off the smoking, remember there was a grill on the roof.
Grills,
the
just
smoking
sit in
area.
the grill, yeah.
So you used to go on the roof and out there, and you'd see, like, there wasn't fucking many 20-euro notes handed down now, Ross.
Yeah, it was a fiver.
For a drink. Yeah, for a drink. Hey,
Go get us a reeb.
Chief, give me a reeb, a few reebs. Beer backwards. A few reebs. Fucking Hollywood Frank. He thinks he's CIA. This book was sitting on the roof and the pints being handed up to him.
Yeah, like fucking Sting in the rafters. Dykesy on the grid.
But it's what I don't know, like a nightclub.
Well,
There was 5 nightclubs in Sligo.
I say that now, no 6 o'clock. But sure, after toss, we used to fucking be up in the arc till what time?
True enough, yeah.
And you'd have 50 people up there. So maybe if you had a good cohort of
Get a
10
nice
days
bath.
are
Get
gone.
the nice bath at 5 a.m. in the arc.
In the bath in the arc one night.
Room 103.
I'd love to have seen the guest book there on any given Monday morning, Sunday morning.
How to back all in that place too. Anyway, speaking of nightclubs and tops, Ross, the live show,
Yes.
and Ronan, the live show, of course, is happening on the 22nd of April, Friday, 22nd of April. We'll get promoting it a bit more now. Just got this weekend out of the way, and we're all good to go. And the show, because it's our last show before it.
Yes, it is, yeah. So,
A few more tickets on sale, I believe. We've done a deal to extend the capacity, so that's good news.
we're going to put the link up there. So, another limited capacity, another 50 available. We'll
Great stuff.
spread the word.
Sold out the last time, so that's good. That's
Hopefully
good.
everybody can make it that was scheduled.
Yeah, hopefully 3 weeks is enough notice. I know we're a while waiting on it just to get the dates right, but
I'll
yeah,
give
should be
a
good.
quick rundown of the evening.
What's going on? Yeah, you go for it there.
Doors open at 6:30. Music will be playing. Bar will be open, so we'll be getting up on the stage or say ourselves at 7:30. And then I believe we're just going to pretty much it'll be a similar setup to the podcast itself. That we will just do a bit of an intro, a bit of a chat, and then into we'll get the rugby section up with Paddy and Frankie, and then we've a karaoke contest which we're going to blend into the night as well. So still need a couple of people to put their hand up for
I think
that.
we have a good few for
or
that.
else we'll be pulling people up.
I think I have one anyways. And you've one or two, do you?
I had one that wanted to do a dance off, but we can maybe incorporate.
I don't
Yeah.
How do you judge a dance off?
Yeah. Then we'll do the with all of our guests.
How
We'll
do you
do
judge karaoke?
with all of our guests, we'll do a quick fire Sligo, not Sligo.
Yeah, there'll
and
be a
then
bit
see
of
which
Sligo or not Sligo as well.
with the guests, and then we'll see who the best is at the very end
Who
of
is
the
the
night
best,
as well.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good idea.
so yeah, the two lads, McSharry and Gino will face off. O'Mara and Ref, who's not from Sligo, and the boys, everyone will face off in a Sligo or not Sligo battle, and we'll see who comes out on top.
That's a great shout.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that now.
So I'll have to get some good ones done. You can all take it off this time.
Yeah, we'll send us in some suggestions.
People
Anyway.
could suggest on the night.
Or even people in the we know we have a few neighbouring counties listeners. Like if you want to send us in some names there.
Well, I know Sean McGooey sent in a good few from Longford that time.
Longford,
So it was a great help.
Oh, sure, of course, our Mayo reach is huge now since we collaborated with Young Ref.
Yeah, and I seen Enda McGarry was again high up in Crow Park yesterday.
It was, yeah. Your man from Kerry had a nice photo.
Tim
of the
Moynihan,
two of them,
yeah, it's a great photo. Cult following down here. But yeah, so we hopefully we'll put up a tweet tonight, and hopefully more tickets will go on sale tomorrow. Just to do a bit of jig pokery with that website. Get it going again. And
But that's it now. The countdown is officially on.
countdown's on. It's not happening. Even if we get cold, we'll go this time. I'm joking.
Shit
Joking.
now, yeah.
Don't say I'm not joking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it now, very much so. 22nd of April. I had something to say about it there, and I fucking forgot. Oh, it's out of my tongue. Oh, sorry.
Takeaways? No.
Huh?
Takeaways? Any
No,
nice
sorry. So I have a very quick fire Sligo or not Sligo tonight, but there's question marks over the result.
Well, I won by 3, I think, the last night.
Oh, right, did you? Okay, well, that doesn't
You won
matter.
by 3, did you?
I won easy, yeah. Your
It was
question,
an easy one.
but like
No, it wasn't. You won by 1 the last
But no,
time.
give-
Okay, so I'll put it out there and people
Was
can
last
decide.
week's was last week's or 2 weeks ago the one with Pablo's beauty salon and
with the one,
Believe
it's
so.
the
There was the
river.
question I got caught on was the River Duff.
I have a draw.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a
mine's
draw
easy.
and you held on to it.
Okay, hold on now. You've got no leg to stand on here.
No, listen. Here
I'm
we
going
are.
to sit back here. Yeah,
The
go ahead.
game is Sligo, not Sligo. Okay?
Yeah.
The River Duff,
River Duff, yeah,
which
River
flows
Sligo.
through Sligo, Donegal and Leitrim. Okay? I said it wasn't in Sligo.
It's
Yeah,
not.
So which was
Which is true. It's not
which is
Sligo.
true.
No,
but it was
if
also
any-
in Sligo. So I said both answers were correct. So therefore, my question was correct.
No chance. If part of it is in Sligo, it's in Sligo.
But if part of it is outside of Sligo, it's not Sligo as well.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not. You think I always gang up on this game show? So I'm going to Murty go with Murty here. If some of it's in Sligo, it's in Sligo.
It's in Sligo. Yeah,
But if
they-
some of it's in Leitrim, it's not.
No, but it's still in Sligo.
yeah, but no, the river still goes into Sligo.
Yeah.
So it has to be in Sligo.
But it's not Sligo as well.
No, but it's
It is not Sligo as well.
No, it's not because it's still in Sligo.
It's still it's in.
Both answers were correct.
No.
Anyways, look, that's it. We'll move on. If people would like to DM what they think on this,
I'm right. I'm not.
on Duffgate.
So Murty's the champion. The River Duff.
yes.
I still have
yeah.
the belt. Yeah.
Okay,
Right, quick fire.
Quick fire. Right. We'll start with the champ, of course.
Of course.
Curl up and die hairdressers.
Tricky one. Not in Sligo, I'd say.
Correct. Pens after wasting there.
Yeah.
Can't do that one. That's burst in my pocket. Have you got one there, Russell? Handy for a second.
I've got a pen handy.
Because
We'll never keep scoring.
scorekeeping is no. You'd be surprised. What did he answer there?
I'm asking my question when I'm walking.
What did you answer?
I answered not in Sligo there.
And you got it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy one,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, Ross. On Cruiskin Lawn. You know how to pronounce that one? No, don't answer.
Yeah, this one is definitely easier than that one. Not in Sligo.
That's in Sligo.
It's so easy.
I meant to fucking say it's
Not having that anyway.
right.
On Cruiskin Lawn.
Cruisy Lawn, yeah.
Cruiskin Lawn, yeah.
He's going to ask me how to pronounce it.
Ronan, St Anne's House B&B.
St Anne's House B&B. Not in Sligo.
In Sligo. Fuck it. Google that there, lads. There's a fucking swimming pool. It's a random B&B. I came across it there. So St Anne's House B&B, wrong by Murty.
Sorry, how many are we doing here?
Just 8. Quick
Okay.
fire.
4 each.
Yeah. Ross,
Need this.
it's the library out in Bunnaden. Read Me Sideways. Yeah, it's the library.
Not in Sligo.
No,
Okay, all tight.
I'll tell you, Read Me Sideways is not. It's not the name of the library in Bunnaden.
Frisky punch them in Bunnaden. I wouldn't be surprised.
Is it there? Did you see
Gee,
it? No?
that's outrageous.
Yeah, swimming pool. St Anne's House B&B.
Jesus.
It's up the Parish Road.
Ronan. Yeah, look.
Christ almighty, that's ridiculous.
When's it used?
There's a 3-day period in July that
All our guests are staying there the night of the live show.
yeah, we'll put ref in there.
Ronan, Froggett's Newsagents.
Froggets.
Froggett's, F-R-O-G-G-E-T-S.
Like this is like compared to Read Me Sideways. Not in Sligo.
Correct.
Where is it?
Made up.
All right. That could have been somewhere now.
Ross, the Field of Streams. It's a fish and tackle shop. Field of Streams, like the
my
film
God,
Field of
fish and
Dreams.
tackle shops every week.
Yeah, Field of Streams, like Field of Dreams.
Not in Sligo.
Not in Sligo, yeah. What's wrong with a fish and tackle shop? Field of Streams.
I'm going to actually Google how many there is. I'll just see. There's only about
He's
3
been
short.
searching official tackles.
I have not.
Field of Streams. Correct by Ross.
I think we're level here, are we?
We're level, yeah, this is the last one. I think that's it.
Ronan, Ballygill Cash.
Spell it for me.
Ballylygilcash.
What the fuck? You haven't put in 2 L's, it make me think.
Ballygill Cash, well known Sligo spot.
Not in Sligo.
In Sligo. Could the title be going back to Ross? One last
That
question
was so 50-50.
to win it. Ross, Belra.
Sorry, what?
Belra.
Belra.
Yep.
As in Bell, up the.
Belra.
Oh, fuck. I don't know the answer, so I'm going to have to guess. In Sligo.
In Sligo.
Yes! Yes! Heading to the show, the champ.
3-2. Ross brings the title to the live show. It's like going to WrestleMania.
Stone Cold is
1,
back as
2,
well.
3-2. Running with
2 wrong answers.
2 wrong answers from 4. Bad. Well done, Ross.
Thank you.
75% strike rate there.
Where's Belra?
In Sligo.
Part of it's in Mayo, so it's fucking. Both answers are.
Hey.
I thought you might have thought Beltra. I was looking for a quick answer. And I said, if you might have thought, did he say Beltra? But Belra in Sligo. Very good. Okay. What are we coming back with?
We have to do we have a couple of questions?
Oh, do, sorry, yeah. Jesus Christ almighty. We do, and we're going to them in a second now. I'll get
I have the old Twitter machine open here. So anyway, that first one from Mono was, would you prefer to have a 9-darter or a 147? Was there something else in there, no?
yeah, a hole in one.
A hole in one, okay.
147 for me, no questions.
I was posed this question slightly differently though.
Right.
Would you prefer to have a 147 in the Belfry, or would you prefer to have a 9-darter at the World Darts Championship?
9-darter at the World Darts Championship, obviously.
Oh no, sorry, a 9-darter a 9-darter or 147 at the snooker World.
Oh, right. The Belfry. And the crowd go wild here as Murty hits a 147 on a Saturday evening. And
the balloon comes out.
Fair, go over the moon.
Quinn's going to with champagne. The darts, 100%.
Yeah,
The crowd at the darts,
Yeah.
fucking buggy be hero, like.
What was I watching last night? I was watching the darts last night, but it's obviously a smaller regional one. It's
next size.
very quiet, like,
it's
very
the
quiet.
WDF.
Standards not too good
One or
either,
two
no.
people were shouting, and that's about it. It was
So to go back to that question, sorry. So what do you think, Roscoe? The question is, sorry, what is the not the best, the hardest, the toughest? Yeah.
Trump got a hole in one there the other day. I seen it.
He did actually, yeah.
He actually now
It was verified actually.
Was it
by-
verified? For fuck's sake, I thought it was North Korea style propaganda.
Oh, he got one right.
The rascal.
Good for him.
yeah,
toughest. It has to be 147. There's hole in one, like as you Trump and like Trump plays golf, but I could technically hit a
you
just
could, yeah.
throw a club at it, the ball, and I could win. So that's gone. 9-darter.
9-darter still requires an awful amount of skill, but yeah, no, the 147.
147 it's where every single ball affects where it lands, affects the next
Go for
ball.
that. Yeah.
147.
How many shots did he hit? 37 shots. on 147.
It's the snooker for us. What do you think? Get it in if you've any feelings on it. Stephen Hona asks, while both extremely long shots, what do you think would happen first? Sligo for Sam. I learn him L's of a list, do we? Sligo for Sam or Sligo for Liam?
Neither will happen in our lifetimes.
No, but he's asking what one first, even though they're long shots.
What do you reckon? Sligo will be a bigger price for Liam McCarthy at the
There
moment.
would. There's a, and while there's a big gap,
How many more of those
obviously,
O'Kelly Lynches are coming through? If we get a team of them, 15 of them. That might be the answer. So keep at it, O'Kelly Lynch spirits.
fuck's sake. And Ross.
That was Murty.
Yeah, we're not changing your voice on that one, mate.
Well, I don't know, but the only thing is, I do think there's obviously there's a massive gulf between Division 4 in football and first Division 1 in football. But the gap between, at the minute, I know Sligo have made massive strides. The gap between just say Christy Ring to Joe McDonough is pretty big. And then you see how the Joe McDonough teams who go up can't get near a big hurling country. So I don't know. And then like the only thing I say with football is teams do move up. Louth is a prime example. I wouldn't say Sligo footballers being too much weaker than Louth. They're up to Division 2 now, playing against Dublin next year. I don't know. Like none of them are going to happen in their lifetime, I should say. So it's a completely hypothetical question. Ross, what do you think? You think Liam?
Yeah. Go for it, lads.
I think the longer shot of it happening will be Sligo winning Liam McCarthy.
Yeah, they're two ridiculously long shots, obviously, but Liam's just a bit more.
In my lifetime, I've
Yeah.
seen Sligo lose in a replay to the eventual All-Ireland champions. So
Very true. And then beat and draw with the champions from the last year in the first round of the next year in football, like
oh, yeah.
Galway 99.
99,
Yeah.
They left that one behind.
Left it behind big time. I think got well, but by 10 points in Tuam in the replay. So, with the, yeah.
I
But
suppose.
then if hurlers keep making it, oh, look, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm going to say Sligo for Sam is my answer.
Okay. And is there one more question there?
I made a response late last night.
Sorry, and I had that in the tip of my tongue, but I didn't want to, yeah.
I think that came up in a conversation somewhere else the other day too. Yeah, no, that was the Arches down there.
The Arches was open when we were off drinking.
Yeah. Do you
wasn't
remember there's an internet cafe down there?
it? Yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go there the odd Summerhill lunch break.
So it came in from Niall Brady. Are any of you old enough to remember the name of the pub beside McDermott's gift shop in the alleyway off O'Connell Street?
The Arches.
It could get confused with the Irish House, I'd say, is what happens there. But that was the Arches, yeah.
The Arches, yeah.
That was open till
Who owned that?
I'd say the Arches was open till mid-2000s, maybe.
Who Hairs owned it? Someone owned definitely that I
That
know
little
of.
lane down there.
And I asked, did John Kent, was John Kent's original shop down there?
Now, that I don't know.
I thought someone would answer that.
John Kent is... I only know John Kent's been where John Kent is now.
Do you not remember when it was where Call the Wild was for a while, when they were renovating where it is now?
Oh, yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's good. The Magic Road, which we discussed before, was found on YouTube yesterday. A wild-looking man put his car on it. I haven't been out there, the Magic Road, in a long time.
I've been there before.
Is it still?
It's still there, yeah.
It's still got its lure.
I was just trying to find the pot. The last time I was there, I was trying to find the spot where
There used to be a sign.
happens.
There used to be a sign saying stop here, yeah.
What? There was a sign stop there.
Yeah, it was saying stop there. You lifted up your handbrake, or you put down your handbrake. Anyway, it was an optical illusion. That it is cool though. Like it does.
All right, so it's not actually magic. Okay.
It feels like you're rolling up the hill.
Right, that's disappointing, kind of thing. No.
Oh no, well, there's a bit of magic.
Would there be any use for a van selling pizza slices out there? I wonder in the Magic Road for $5 a pop. That could be the place.
It's busy enough out there.
Yeah, well, there you go. The horn.
You go to the Magic Road during the day and then park up outside, flip side on at night.
Right, Ross, you have a bit of rugby. Last home game of the season was played. We'll come back with it.
Yeah, okay, why not?
Yeah, very good.
He's made 5, 6, 7 yards. A great bullock of a man, this fella.
And there is the rugby review intro. Some listeners last week might have heard that as the intro to the whole show.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. Apologies, I guess.
These rugby people keep trying to push rugby down our throat.
Yeah, our agenda.
Speaking pushing things down the throat, you give Dungannon a stuff in there on Saturday in Hamilton Park, I believe.
Nice segue, very good.
So, back to winning ways in Hamilton Park on Saturday. Ross, what was the final score?
29 to 14.
Sligo 29, Dungannon 14.
I seen you were 14-0. Sorry,
We were 14-0 down after 10 minutes.
I was very concerned now when I seen.
I was extremely concerned myself.
Talk us through it from the start for where you had that dinner with the men and the shirts.
I was invited to the president's lunch beforehand.
Luncheon.
Yeah, so it was nice to get used to this pre-dinner circuit in the later days now. But I was the only man without a blazer on the table.
Noticeable.
You know, I felt naked, to be honest, around these grizzled veterans that had great stories telling me about David Humphreys in the days in Dungannon when they
All
were
in slaves. Catholic slaves. Sorry. Accused
Kept calling me boy, all right, yeah.
Boy? Oh, you mean Boyle? No, boy.
But,
Sorry, go on. Go to the field.
Go to the field, back on the field. So yeah, 14-0 down early doors.
What happened there? Just blistering spirit?
Dungannon came out firing, and they had some big forwards, and they just kind of physically got the upper hand early doors, and they scored 2 tries. So I was a bit worried. I had to go for a walk to steady myself. The boys responded really well though. After that, they knuckled down, and they just basically went back to basics. Got the defense fired up. Got 3 points on the board from Ewan Brown, and that settled us. And then we just seemed to have their number in attack, and the boys started fronting up and started making tackles beyond the gain line, and momentum started to swing in our favour. And then we scored a try through Ewan Brown as well. And then early in the second half, Ryan Feely got onto a loose ball and ran in a try from inside his own half, outpacing a couple of fellas towards the line, and that just gave us a lot of belief. And Cal Goddard scored a third try then, which could be one of his last tries for Sligo. I think Cal is going home in the summer after 6 years, so been absolutely massive for us, and be a very hard man to replace on and off the pitch. One of the greats. And then we got our bonus point try through James O'Hare, which is put the icing on the cake. So it was good to get back. It kind of felt like a bit of a cloud was lifted over Hamilton Park, in what was a lovely day actually. There was no clouds in the sky. So that put us into 6th place. Dungannon were 7th. I don't think we can finish anywhere higher. We can't finish 5th. Can't finish anywhere lower. Going into the next game, but it is an interesting game still for the 2B division. It was always very close. Basically, this weekend, Corinthians, who were the form team, who I would have put money on up until recently as being the team that would probably go up. They had a loss at the weekend to Belfast Harlequins, now who have 3rd place more or less locked down. So this weekend, Blackrock go to Corinthians. Blackrock are in 2nd place. A win for them guarantees them a home semi-final. Okay. If Corinthians lose, and if Wanderers beat us with a bonus point, Corinthians finish outside of the top 4. So that's a wild one that no one would have seen coming up until that move. But even if Corinthians beat Blackrock, and if Blackrock don't get any points, as in 4 tries or losing bonus point, and Wanderers get the bonus point on us, Blackrock could go from second on the last game of the season to outside of the top 4. So
tight.
a lot, very tight. Greystones are playing Malahide. No, they're playing a team that I don't think much in it. So they're playing Dungannon. Sorry, Greystones are playing Dungannon. So I'd imagine Greystones will get the 5 points there, and Belfast Harlequins are playing Malahide, who don't have much to play for either. So you'd imagine 2 of them are a banker. So that Blackrock and Corinthians game is going to be an absolute belter. So we'll see what happens there, and then of course Wanderers we'll want to finish our season on a high, and Wanderers will be going for it. So still should be a good match this weekend. So
Look forward to next season then.
yeah, that's it. What's happening else in Sligo colours? The girls won an invitational shield, beating Ballina. So that was nice for them for their first season back to get a bit of silverware. But interesting, one of the girls, Emma Cox, made her senior debut. So
Okay.
she was the first Sligo girl to come from minis to
Very
under
good.
13s to play all the way up to play senior.
That'll start
senior
now a lot over
ladies.
the next few years.
Yeah, absolutely. So like that was a real milestone for the club to have someone coming from start to the seniors. So as you said yourself, that's that conveyor belt kind of up and running now. So I think that actually for Sligo Rugby Club, the ladies and the girls has been the real success story of the season. The under 15s, 16s and 17s are all in finals and semi-finals against kind of the premier ladies teams in those divisions. So the ladies has been a real success story for the club this year. With the juniors, we lost to Ballina.
Yeah, you're on the pitch yourself since
I was
last
on the
time.
pitch myself, 70 minutes of tight head. Not enjoyable in the sun-kissed day. I was scalded and very dehydrated. I got there and I really just, I think playing tight head, I shouldn't be playing tight head at this size and age, and got onto the pitch and I looked over to say, I wonder who the fella is I'll be propping against, and then who comes out? This fella looking like Eddie Hall, absolutely, tattoos on the legs, big goatee, big, kind of big head of hair, and just a ginormous block of a fella. I was like, oh yeah, that's 100% the fella I'm going to be propping against, and it was. Nice guy. But they finished our season off now, so it's a bit of a rebuilding period for the juniors over the summer and for next year. So last thing to touch on is Ealing, who Stephen Cairns is playing for at the moment.
Oh, I've seen the one.
Yeah, they bet Richmond 60 points to 10.
Rich
so they,
what?
What?
Sorry. Rich what?
Richmond.
Yeah. From Coach Carter, no.
Oh,
No, all right.
I don't get it. Sorry.
I thought it was some sort of a
Do you not know the film Coach Carter?
I do. Yeah, I just don't
There
remember
you
that.
go. Rich what? Richmond. Sorry, that joke went over.
No, you redeemed it. We remember it though. So they won the English Championship, but I don't think, unfortunately, they can't be promoted into the.
Well, because their
into the-
grounds
into the
aren't.
Premiership.
It's a
Their grounds
closed
aren't sufficient,
thing, is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's a bit of it's a joke though.
But someone who just say,
They don't want to add any more
Yeah.
teams to the league because it cuts into their slice of the pie.
but Saracens go up last year because they were sufficient.
Yeah.
They're a good name. They're part of.
yeah, but
They're
they
a
were
member.
Yeah. But they were Heineken Cup.
No, I know that. But, sorry, they're probably a bad example. London Scottish are in that
Yeah,
thing. They
yeah.
were up. Or was it London Welsh? They were up years ago, someone like that.
No, but they're saying it's become tighter since then. The clubs above
Yeah.
the vote, but they said
They voted not to let anyone
they
up
voted
in,
not to let
really.
them in because everyone's share of the TV
Yeah.
revenue.
They don't want to
goes
risk
down.
one of them getting relegated.
Yeah, but it's not even the relegation because they're ring fenced to stay in there. They're not bringing
Stupid. I
relegation
hate
in there.
that shite.
So it's basically like this. The league have said that they can definitely take in 2 more teams.
Right.
But
Ealing aren't
it would
gonna
mean
run
that it was Doncaster finished second, but they're saying that basically they're not bringing them in because the clubs voted. So sad to see. It's very hard. What would you be going for?
What's
in
the point in
championship?
fucking winning it, like?
What's the point? So that's a bit of a joke.
Fuck you, Rugby Union of England.
So Stephen would have played a few games through, but he's also on loan quite a bit to London Scottish and played quite a bit for them as well. So hopefully they are appealing it now. So there might be some hope there. So that's it from the rugby review this week.
Very good, Ross. Back with junior soccer and Rovers roundup with Ronan.
He's made 5, 6, 7 yards. The great bullock of a man, this fella.
Okay, football time with Murty. We'll start with the Rovers. Very disappointing Friday night. They haven't played. Sorry, first of all, they haven't played since
Yeah, the last time
we were on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
very disappointing night, all right. Thought we were heading into 3 winnable games. I think people were talking about having 9 points out of 9, and when you don't win the first one, it puts an awful lot of pressure on the other two. It just didn't seem there was no spark to them. Now, Shelburne weren't great, but they came with a plan to frustrate us, and it definitely worked. Look, it was a stupid penalty that was given away. I thought it was a penalty at the time. The pitch was terrible. You couldn't trust the ball to do. You couldn't make a 5-yard pass on the ground and trust that the ball wouldn't bobble before.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, this rain will have helped it actually because it's the sand. But it was like for the way Rovers want to play football. In saying that, in the last 10, 15 minutes, there was a couple of great chances created.
There was, wasn't there? Yeah.
Clark made one really good save. Haven't actually watched back the highlights since being there, but a couple of great chances created. Look, it's just disappointing. But I suppose they've quick time to bounce back now. They've Bows at home tomorrow and UCD at home on Saturday. So all of a sudden, there's a bit of pressure, not pressure on, but if you want to keep pace at the top of the league, Derry keeps scoring late goals. So, you'll be looking for 6 points out of 6 now in these next 2 games. So, just disappointed. They just didn't play well. Keane went off injured. It was probably one of the worst nights you could have. The last, Keane went off injured.
Yeah, conceding the penalty as well. Like, I think we were guilty of saying, and I know people said at the start of the season that these Shelburne games should be nearly 12 points.
Yeah,
we're overly optimistic. There's 3 gone already at home.
There were. Look, there was nothing really in it. It was probably a draw would have been a fair result. Kind of neither. It was one of them games where I thought neither side deserved to win. But look, Shelburne got their goal. Like in fairness to Duffy, obviously had a plan come in and sit in. They didn't really allow us. That and the pitch probably didn't allow us the way we wanted to play. But we just never really looked at it. Even we did go for it in the last 10 minutes, but just never. It felt like we were missing a spark on Saturday night.
They've actually 8 points. As shite as people have said they were, like, and bad results have had, they've 8 points on the board, like. Yeah,
and this is the problem. Look, Rovers started, it was 3 wins and 3 draws against the top teams, but to make it a really good start, you have to beat the bottom teams. So, like, say now you draw tomorrow night, and like then there's definite pressure on the UCD game. But look, hopefully, I'd still be hopeful we can pick up. Both aren't going great.
The pitch was the top of conversation between all the punters the other night, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. It's hard to get away from. I don't know. It's hard to know what's happened. It's just hard to get away from it. It is so bad. Like, you wouldn't expect junior footballers to be able to.
It's crazy when you think of it.
Yeah. I don't know what's been wrong. I don't want to get into it, but
no.
Like, it's just really hard to get away from, especially with the way Liam Buckley wants to play football. But in saying that, it was the same for both teams.
Both teams, yeah.
And just disappointing, but hopefully you can bounce back tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Bows. What do you reckon? They're not.
Bows
had the hottest streak themselves.
No,
in a minute.
They've had a poor start. They conceded late to Derry there at the weekend. They've definitely, by their standards, they've had a poor start. So, but they're always, with. Like, I obviously haven't seen them play this year, but they're always going to be decent enough. Keep long and have them set up. But I would be hopeful. I'd be hopeful now. Just they're probably the right team to play. Them and UCD are probably the 2 right teams to play now. When you're looking for 6 points like we are,
Yeah. So hopefully get back to win anyways. I seen some people writing straight after the game. That's the league over now. I don't think the league was ever thought of. No, sorry, not.
No, it's again
at the start of the season. I can't imagine anyone thought Rovers would be winning the league. Like.
There was that I see someone in one of our WhatsApp groups backed them to finish bottom. It was
right.
About 3 weeks beforehand. I can't remember who that was, but it came up with the weekend as well. But look, we might have got ahead of ourselves. Probably similar to last year, we might have got ahead of ourselves. But look, there was one bad defeat. It's
just pity it's at home, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pity it's at home, and there was a good crowd there for Friday night as well. There was
the break is coming. The break side that came wasn't. Look, breaks can be good for you if you're on a bad run or if you're on.
Probably
Rovers were. It can be.
We probably didn't need it. Now, obviously, the injury to Keena is a big worry.
Any news on that?
How bad is it, Joe?
Didn't hear it. Actually, haven't heard anything about it. So I'd say Buckley will probably do some sort of presser tonight, I would imagine. So
before the game.
Yeah. So I haven't heard, but it's worrying when a fella goes off. It was a non-contact injury, and he had to go off.
Yeah,
so
that's true enough.
That's always a worry. So hopefully he's not out for too long.
Hopefully.
Player of the month.
He got player of the month actually.
Yeah.
I bet he scored 5 goals in that month. Yeah. So
very good.
Yeah, well deserved. He's on fire. His service to him wasn't great when he was on the pitch the other night.
I presume he's definitely out for tomorrow night.
Probably, you'd have to assume so. Yeah.
The women were off hard luck and then had some good fortune too.
Yeah, a funny sort of day actually, because they got I think the 3-0 result. So their match against Peamount fielded an ineligible player. So that's
Peamount cheaters.
That 6-0 defeat was turned into a 3-0 win. So I think that was announced Saturday morning on the day of the game.
I think so, yeah.
And then they put in a great performance away to last year's champion.
So unlucky.
So unlucky. And it was only like a long ball in the box in the end that caught them. They played so well, and they actually had a chance
themselves, yeah.
A couple of minutes before that to win the game. But look, I suppose
green shoots, very promising start.
Yeah, Fitzo ended up managing the team the other day. Yeah. He was saying to me, I suppose when you come out of going away to last year's champions, disappointed with a 1-0 defeat, and feeling that you should have got something from the game, it's a sign of good progress, I think, for them. So
Something's going right.
something is, yeah. So look, they were very unlucky. But hopefully they'll bounce back this weekend.
Yeah, that should be give them the confidence to go on from there. Good performance against you said the champions from last year. Let's switch to junior soccer. It should be the business end. It's very much a wind down end of the season. A lot of fixtures didn't go ahead this week, but
Yeah, there was
we're going to go back to last week. Since we're last on, we done Carbury have been Carbury Champions. Apologies. So 5 in a row done.
5 in a row done, yeah. Fair play to them. They won. You predicted 1-0 Tubber that day, and for half an hour, for half an hour it was coming
Is
through.
that a count?
Taro got one early, did he?
I don't know who got it. Was it Ralph?
I think it was Raf, yeah. He scored a hat-trick again yesterday. He's 22 goals he's up there.
6-1, yeah, so they're champions again.
Champions again, yeah. Look, they deserved it.
Shout out to Ross McLaughlin, he's a big fan of the pod, I believe.
Yeah, you were chatting to him there a couple of weeks ago, I think. They did. I think...
The way they bounced back after that Strand defeat.
Yeah, they've been on a serious run then. Even they went up to
turbo
Oliver.
mode and just score goals.
Score goals all over. I just see here they've got to 100 goals, which is very impressive.
How many games? 22?
22 games. And
100 goals.
And they didn't get to play the last one. So
21 games,
fairness to them,
97 goals. So.
97 goals. And they only conceded 16, which, geez, that's actually incredible, isn't it? Their goal difference is plus 84.
Would you?
Well, that's right. Goal difference is only plus 27.
So that same day, we were on live commentary duty from McSherry Park for the Strand Celtic Athenry Junior Cup game.
Yeah. Strand put up a good account.
Very good account. 2-0 in the end to Athenry.
Athenry have won since, did I say earlier?
Did they, yeah?
Yeah.
I stopped personally hating them
Into
after
the
that
last
game
four.
over. Okay.
Seen the Strand congratulating them for progressing.
Was that not Salt Hill Devon to the Junior Cup?
They did, yeah. I think did two Connacht teams make the last four.
I read it as Athenry first of all as well, I think, yeah. Very good account.
It's a good game.
Deserved a goal, definitely Strand. 100%.
Definitely, yeah,
Like Leotardi's very close to two flick on headers.
Yeah,
one flick on header and one header then that went wide.
They seem to have put an awful lot. Like I think they tired in the last 20 minutes.
Possibly, yeah.
That was the only real spell where I thought Athenry were a better team than them. They were always in the game before that. They could have went ahead. The keeper made one great save.
Well, one he didn't know about. Dylan Martin had a shot off his face.
That's right.
That was 1-0.
Yeah, Leo hit the crossbar.
Hit the post and then he missed. It was a post crossbar, the flick on header.
Yeah, the flick on header.
But look, it was a good performance. Like Athenry, not that Strand's bench, but dulled anything down. But they brought on I think 5 real solid guys.
Players, yeah.
Gary Shannon went off like.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It just shows you, I suppose. Like, give hope for other teams. Like,
definitely,
going
the standard's not too far away.
No, not too far away. I think, like Carbury, they lost in the Connacht Cup to Ballina, I think it was, earlier in the season.
The goals they had a shocker that day.
Yeah, they were missing a good few that day. So, it just shows you, like, I think it'll give everybody else a bit of heart because Athenry won't be far away from winning that.
And you had Dan Cunningham at left back as your man in the match.
Dan, he was whipped in some great balls there. Greg's twin brother we found out during the game. Yeah.
Greg was tuning into our live stream.
He put it out to his Instagram, right?
So, very good. So it was a good day. So look, what happened at the weekend?
So at the weekend, the Super League concluded, except for one game. Strand have to play
Manor next week.
Strand have to play Manor next week. So I'll just run through the results. MCO are in the battle for third with Strand. They beat Ballyslayer 7-4 on a Friday night. It's a mad results going around the place recently, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
So then there was a couple of walkovers. Carbury were due to receive their medals on Saturday night, but Merville couldn't field today, got it 3-0 in that. Manor got a walkover against Ballymote. Strand got a walkover against Cliffany. Then there's probably the two big games so we drew 2-2 with our Harps, 2 late goals to ensure that we finished second. Okay. Not our best performance. We were down a good few players, but showed a bit of character to actually score the 2 goals to finish 2-2. So Anna and Tubber were playing each other. Tubber won, so it all had complications for relegation basically for the third place playoff. Tubber won 4-1, guaranteeing their safety. As I said, Raf got a first half hat trick. So I had a fella from Anna texted me because as our Harps were winning,
they were down probably, were they?
Anna were in the third relegation playoff place. We scored 2 goals. We scored 2 late goals to guarantee our second, and unfortunately sent our Harps to the playoff.
Oh,
so I actually felt sorry for them last night. I know, obviously some team has to end up in it, but they put a lot into that game yesterday, and they just got last 20 minutes they defended resolutely, but they just got tired, I think.
So that's Aughana sealing their status as the longest serving Premier Super League team.
Yeah, they're there since 2004, I think is the stat. So, yeah, I just finally run through the table. So Carbury Champions, 56 points. Carter United's runners up on 50 points. MCR and Strand, MCR in third currently on 47 points, with Strand on 46 points. But Strand play Manor, who were fifth in the last game of the season. That's on Friday night. Then Ballastare finished sixth, Tubber seventh, Cliffney eighth, Annan ninth, and then Arrowhead go to the playoffs in 10th. Ballymote and Merville are relegated in 11th and 12th. So that is the Super League done, pretty much except for that game to decide third place on Friday. And so then in the Premier Division, Corey had a 4-0 win away to Enniscrone. So that keeps them on top of the table. St John's beat Carrick 8-0. And Killarney beat Glenview 4-0. So as it stands at the minute, Colliery are top. There's one game left for the top three. Colliery are top on 44 points, a point ahead of St John's on 43, with Killarney 3 points further back on 41. So basically, Colliery and Johns play each other this week. Point in it. So it's the that's for the title, basically.
That's for the title.
For the title.
Both are up, though, are they?
No, St
Sorry,
John's
I
aren't.
just was reading something there and I got distracted.
Colliery confirmed their promotion because unless there's a 13 goal turnaround.
Yeah, sorry, Killarney are still involved.
Yeah, but if Colliery to beat St John's and Killarney win their game, they'll go up in second.
Okay. And
So-
John's in the playoff.
Yeah, and that'll be John's in the playoff. So if Colliery are short of promotion, realistically, it looks like Johns will need to beat them to win the league. A draw, they have a 9-goal better difference than Killarney. So Killarney's game isn't until Friday week, so they'll actually know what's happened at that point. But yeah, a win for St John's would see them crowned Premier League champions, and Corey just need a draw to guarantee that.
Very good. That'll be a cracker.
Cracker.
Gary Golden said he's going with a big bag of cans and he can't wait for it. so-
BBC.
Yeah, that's. Do you want to do a quick prediction?
Mine's like other. I said a BBC, a big bag of cans.
There's a few games here to run through. So Friday night.
Sorry, I got distracted there by reading an email. Where's that game at what time? Sorry.
Colliery it's scheduled for 3 o'clock on Sunday in Colliery.
Right, that's a big one.
That's a big game, yeah. It's got the old 3 officials as well. It's that big
Yeah.
game.
Are you going to that?
Oh, I'll definitely go into
Yeah,
that.
I go to that.
Yeah, that's going to decide who wins that league. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Yeah, that'll be good.
So yeah, it's straight shooter. Great to see. Right, we'll run through the fixtures. So final Super League game.
Can I just bring it back again? There was a shared game, I believe, at the weekend.
There was a couple of 0-all draws around the place, all right.
But there was an agreed draw, was there?
a few agreed draws, yeah.
Right. With Valley Rovers and Chapu?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on there?
So basically, any teams that don't want to play their games that doesn't affect the league positions, there's 0-alls. Yeah, there's a few already down for this weekend too. Valley Rovers from here.
Not a fan of that now, will I? Not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, I suppose, look, at this stage, some clubs might be struggling with the Gaelic on, but
Yeah. Your season.
no, you'd like to play. Like I'd like to, personally, for me, I'd like to play. I obviously some clubs are struggling this time of year, but I would like, if it was us, I would hope that we would play
You
out
would,
games.
season,
Yeah. So anyway, the fixtures Friday night, last game in the Super League. Stranley to win to finish third against Manor, who are currently lying in fifth.
It's, I believe, to be a 0-all draw agreed on Thursday. No. That's not my prediction. Yeah, I think it's Strand, Cresto away, 4-0.
4-0. Right.
That's the last Super League prediction of the year. So
of the
done.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, done. That's it, done. Then so Sunday, at the minute, Chaffiller home to Glenview. 11 o'clock Sunday.
2-0 to Glenview. They'll travel well at the Bunnaden.
Carrick at home to Ballygawley.
Ah, yeah. 2-2.
And then that's it. What's your prediction for the big Premier League shootout between Colby Bowls?
I'm gonna
Take
say-
your time.
I'm going to say a very tense 1-1 draw. Colby take an early lead, early-ish. Johns to pile the pressure, equalise, but just not get the winner, and Colby to be crowned Premier League champions for 21-22 season.
And that's that. That's pretty much. We have the cups to come. They don't start till the 22nd of April, but that will be it for the leagues next
Yeah,
Sunday.
I think we've good.
Who were Killarney playing again?
Oh shit! Sorry. They're actually playing the following Friday at home to Ben Bulbin.
Yeah.
That's
As I said,
cafe,
that was
right?
predicted very well last time round. And Bulbin are just coming to their own just at the right time now, so I think they'll topple Killarney 1-0.
1-0. Yeah. So that'll be. They will round off the fixtures. We'll have the cups and that relegation playoff to come off if your predictions go like that, it would be Arrow Harps and Killarney in the battle to get promoted. But we'll discuss that at the live show, surely.
Yeah, so that was a very good season of junior soccer.
Yeah, I think we've covered it well.
Yep.
People are very thankful of our coverage of the junior soccer.
Yeah,
league,
and
so.
sometimes, I was going to say abuseful, but that's good.
Got off with abusive DMs of the junior soccer.
Yeah, so thanks for that, Murty. We'll come back with just a look at the All-Stars final and just a wrap up of a few other sporting events that happened around Sligo in the last 2 weeks.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. Bart rides up in the front seat today because he's a good guy at sport.
So first to the Sligo All-Stars, they were in there in Shore-My-Van Division 1 final in the National Basketball Arena on Saturday. We're going to rewind to last Saturday because we haven't been on since. We took in the semi-final against Carlow IT in the Mercy Gym.
Great night out.
One of the best sporting events I've been at in Sligo in 10 years, I'd say, since Rovers won the league. I'd say best live one I've been at.
Yeah, it was class actually. It was really, the atmosphere in there was brilliant.
Yeah, it was excellent.
We got to celebrate the old promotion party as well. But
yeah, we did. We were on the court celebrating after. We got a very warm welcome and well received
by
all
received by everyone there. Yeah, so we were
random celebrities.
Random celebrities at the basketball. But I'm definitely going actually. It was brilliant.
We were
I really
courtside.
enjoyed it. The standard was really, really good as well.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They wiped the floor with Carlow.
Well, they did, yeah.
They
They were
don't
on
answer.
it. On it.
We remember the other day. Remember the Carlow book? I said, great game out there. Oh, thanks.
But what about the chanting section?
Chanting section, boisterous.
Boisterous, yeah.
Mostly.
And the Carlow lads had to shoot themselves.
Chanting
on.
themselves, Ross.
I want to see it.
So the Carlow boys, the Rovers, the All-Stars had a big chanting section. The young ones well led on with drums and all. So defense
2 drums,
and offense, and then the Carlow bench, like the grown men, were just chanting themselves, and their team would go. So
they were going for the old defense.
6 lads.
We found that fairly. Yeah, but no, look, it was a really, really good night, and everybody on there at the end taking pictures.
You were in charge of the Twitter that night, Ronan.
I was, yeah.
You seen one of your heroes, Aidan O'Shea.
He was introduced to us as well.
He got to shake hands with the great man.
He seems like he's a fan of the podcast. He told us.
That's what he told us, anyways. Complete lie, clearly.
Shane O'Mara said, "It's the 2 lads from the Sligo Way podcast." You know the podcast. I do. Let these 2 middle-aged men away from me, I'd say.
You do in your
And then you returned the tip of the cap by slagging him as well.
We did a little, yeah. Well, no, I'd say he was looking for the medal. I mean, we didn't say anything wrong. But I know, great night. I'd highly recommend that.
And wiped the floor with Carlow IT too.
Oh, they were brilliant. They were sensational.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Lally was gliding around the court.
Yeah. He was Oisin O'Reilly and
Jordan as well.
Yeah.
They were excellent, yeah. So to give a few the under 20s a run out then towards the end, a few young boys would obviously come up through the thing, like the likes of Ryan Young and that, and they were in the plate final before the big one on Saturday. We were watching that here, Ross. We watched the second half we watched. Yeah. Just couldn't really bridge it back past 5 points.
Every time they get back to winning a point, they just couldn't push on and take the lead. Yeah,
so the main event then was the final. The Demons, who were top of the Southern Conference, actually.
Very early match.
Yeah, it was the whole weekend though it was going on. So yeah, the UCC Demons. 2 teams were already promoted. I only found this out last Saturday when we got to the game.
Yeah.
That the 2, I didn't know. I thought the winner of this only went up. So that carrot was gone. It was taken care of. So you can enjoy it and try and win it. Finished 88-81, Ronan. Yeah, look, it was a good game. The Ulsters they went at it early. The dunk from Keith Jordan Jr. I must say it was lovely. They went to an early lead, but the Demons came back and it was 21-14 at the end of that first quarter. I know you were very impressed with former All-Star Toby Christensen.
Yeah, look, I mean, Toby, he was a thorn in the side all day long, wasn't he? Really, he was very impressive.
He just kept it at arm's length. An ex-All-Star, as I said, playing with the Demons. But the swings and roundabouts we always talk about basketball. The All-Stars come back really well in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I think it went down to 2 points, even 3. And Demons again pulled away, but Sligo come back again. It's crazy sport, and there was only 4 in it with about 35 seconds on the clock or something. But unfortunately, Demons got there with.
It's such a swingy sport, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Even that night, we went in, they were 5-0 down.
Yes,
it was 21-5.
The other box.
By the time we stopped talking to Rosie, I think.
Before we got in the gate or past to the ticket section. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, I was just going through the scores there. 88-81 was the final score. But look, it's
The job's done.
The job is done. That's what I mean. Say it's finished on a high, even if it's a bit of a low on that one. If that makes any sense to anyone. So 80-1, but the All Stars do have Super League basketball next year.
In the McSharry Arena.
Well, if he has a built, we'll build in time.
We'll get working on that on the night.
Field of Dreams. Field of Streams, even. Just the final score in the play-out final as well was Templeogue 82, the All Stars 67. Do you have the scores there from the weekend run? I think you do. They're in front of you, no?
I don't have them in front of me, Adrian.
Oh, sorry. I thought you did. I'm embarrassed. We might get them tweeted up later on. Highlight today for me was the early dunk from Keith Jordan. That's actually on the Basketball Ireland Twitter
I've seen
page.
it, yeah, it's very good, yeah.
They're so smooth.
Yeah.
He's excellent. But look, I don't know what the boys will be around next year. It's tough to know with college stuff, but hopefully, well, now it's Sligo being a university town.
University town, yeah. The
Might get a few more. So that was how it finished up. The All-Star season finished up. So 88-81 defeat in the Division 1 final, but Super League basketball next year. And thanks to the boys for interacting with us and coming on. Shane O'Mara, Coach Shane O'Mara coming on during the year, and must push their 300 club as well, lads.
Yeah.
Get involved, a few spare pound in the pocket, great prizes there.
And the warm reception we received.
And the very warm reception, really warmed our hearts.
Yeah, it did.
Very good in the Mercy Gym. Haven't had that kind of warm reception in the Mercy since I was 16 years of age. Delete that, sorry.
What?
Delete that.
Yeah, I will, sure. It's deleted there.
Do.
I'm going back to where the beach is near, the beer is dear, there's plenty of women out the crack. Walking
Here we are in the final seconds. The whistle is gone, and Sligo Rovers are the champions.
By the riverside, you can watch the tide as it flows.
No, I'm being told that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Very good, and drive it clean out over the fence. Out in there, he's the corner. Jesus,
In the
tell him.
bookie shop, I done